There's some free loot over there if you want to grab it, guys. It's something on the shoreline. Hey, you beautiful buccaneers, Falcore here. So the developers have been at it again, giving all us people cryptic clues to decipher on social media to foreshadow future events. And here I go again, spending far too much time thinking about them. They're doing this on purpose to make me go insane. So let's start from the beginning here, as I think the whole process was pretty awesome and in sense was its own little adventure outside of the game. The developers tweeted out this picture here of Wild Henry at Crook's Hollow and told the community he found something, as you can see clutched in his hands. However, he would not tell the community about his findings until he had received 100 bananas from people. So then the community got to work and had to post at least 100 pictures of bananas in order for Wild Henry to give up his secrets. Once that step was fulfilled, Wild Henry then gave us a bunch of clues to go looking for within the game. Every time someone found one, he would then give us the next clue. The clues themselves weren't really anything of merit, but it sent the community on a wild goose chase to see what would happen once all these clues were unlocked. Once they were, the developers tweeted out the locations of these clues and the Twitter handles of all those who found the clues, which then resulted in this new parchment showing us new lines of runes. So let's get stuck in. So first of all, we already know a few runes on this parchment: Song, Trapped, Inside, and For. So let's start by looking at the missing rune in this first line. Well, thanks to the new tablet found at N13 on the map that is described as a mighty claw grasping a small object with the three words inscribed stone, key, and steel, we can assume it is talking about this rune, and only one of these words is correct. Steel does not fit within the sentence, so it's either stone or key. And considering this rune is very similar to the rune for rock, we can assume that this rune reads as stone. Plus it fits within the sentence: song, stone, trapped, inside. The second line, however, is where things start to get rather interesting. We know that the second rune is for, but the other runes are completely mysterious and have never been seen before. Or have they? The developers have been very cunning with these other symbols, and only a few people picked up on this last rune. But during a Sea of Thieves podcast, the head of community, Christina McGrath, seemed to be slightly distracted. Many times during the podcast you can see her fiddling with her watch, and for a moment when she raises her arm, this rune is displayed on her watch face. Now, although it looks slightly different, imagine it from her perspective. The rune would be upside down and flipped around. So because this rune is displayed on her watch face, we can assume that this rune means time. Now let's move on to this rune. It was teased in a Twitter video that the developers made talking about the Ferry of the Damned. Now, once again, Twitter videos are always on potato settings, but just above the portal we can see this rune hovering. So that means this rune has something to do with this setting. So we have for blank time. So we have to figure out a word that fits this scene and also fits into this sentence. Of course, your first thought is portal, but for portal time doesn't really fit. Maybe damned, but again, it does not fit into the sentence. But let's think about what this portal does. It takes you back to the world of the living. It brings you back to life. Life. For life time. So now we have song, stone, trapped inside, blank, for life time. And we have no idea what this rune means. It has never been teased, never been talked about, and we have no reference. However, I think I have it solved. Firstly, this rune shares similar qualities to the rune for sea. So we can guess that this rune means land or island. A simple guess at this point. Song stone trapped inside island for lifetime. But there has to be something else that backs up my theory that this rune has something to do with land, right? Well, yes, there is. Okay, that's enough, Rare. You hear me? You've been teasing us for 6 months, half a year. Now give us something, or I'll come round to your house and take all the labels off your tin food. I'm bloody serious.